Hi everyone, welcome to Do Maths with me. On this channel, we believe that practice makes perfect. That's why we are not just here to teach you math, we are here to do the exercises with you. Together, we will solve the challenging problems step by step. So you can learn from the exercises and I will explain the concepts along the way. If you are ready to unlock your full math potential, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to give me support. Let's get started! Today we'll be learning from 5 Math Chapter 2, Matriks. So for matrix, you will see something like this. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F. So it has 3 rows and 2 columns. So this is a 3 by 2 matrix. And if you see something like this, it means that this element is located at row I and column J. So this I will be the row number and the J will be the column. So in this example here, A will be equal to A11. So for B, it will be A12, means that B is located at row number 1, column number 2. So for C, it will be A21. So for D, it will be A22, row number 2, column number 2, and so on. Some basic matrix operations here. So for addition or subtraction, only the matrix which has same level, same ranking, can perform addition or subtraction. So let's say a 2 by 2 matrix, it can only do addition with a 2 by 2 matrix. So for a 3 by 2 matrix, it can only do subtraction with a 3 by 2 matrix. For multiplication, there are 2 types. First, if you have a multiplication between a matrix and a fixed number. So let's say matrix A, B, C, D, and you multiply with a constant number, let's say n. For this, the outcome will be you multiply n into every single element of the matrix. So it will be NA, NB, NC, and ND. This is the first type. So the second type will be a multiplication between 2 matrices. Let's say the first matrix is a P by Q matrix, and the second will be a Q by R matrix. The number of columns of the first matrix, which is Q, must be equal to the number of the row of the second matrix, which is this one, the row of the second. So you can see this and this has to be equal. Then only you can do the multiplication. For the ranking of the final matrix from this multiplication, you just need to take these 2 numbers together. So it will be a P by R matrix. For example, if I have a 2 by 2 matrix, multiply with a 2 by 1 matrix, the answer will be a 2 by 1 matrix at the end. Next, most of the questions from this chapter will be something like this. You have a 2 linear equation, ax plus by equal to p, and cx plus dy equal to q. And from this, you need to form a matrix. So you will take the number here and become a matrix A, B, C, and D. And the xy will be another matrix. And the final will be your number P and Q. We'll say this as this is matrix A, and this is matrix X, and this is matrix B. So we often say AX equal to B, and we want to know what is the X matrix. We'll just need to move the A to the right hand side. It will become A inverse multiplied with B. So you need to find the inverse matrix of A. In order to find an inverse of a matrix, there's a formula. So let's say we now want to find the inverse of this. It will become 1 over, okay, remember a cross. So you do something like this, a cross here. So you'll use A multiplied with D minus BC. And for the matrix, you have to swap the position of AD. So D become here, A here. And change the sign of B and C. So let's say your B original is a positive and you will now become negative B, and C will become negative C. And remember, there's no inverse matrix if your AD minus BC equal to 0. So this is no inverse. Alright, so these are some simple notes about chapter 2. Let's move on to the exercises. First question is addition of two matrices. So you can see both of them are 2 by 2 matrix. For addition, we'll add 4, 2, 8. A11 plus A11. Then A12 plus A12. So it'll be 9 plus 6. And A21 with A21 here. So 5 plus 10 and 8 plus 13. So you see when I add A11 with A11, I'm still at A11 here. It will become 12, 15, 15, 21. And from the question, it says that this will be equal to this. So let's write the equation. 3, 4, 5, and 7 will be equal to 12, 15, 15, 21. And we move 3 from left to right. It will become 1 over 3. Then we multiply this 1 over 3 into each of the elements in this matrix. And it will become 4, 5, 5, 7. You can now compare M here will be equal to 5 here. So the answer is C. Next, we have multiplication. We have 1 by 2 multiplied with a 2 by 2 matrix. So they are equal, which means they can do multiplication. And we take this and this together. The answer will be a 1 by 2 matrix. So it has only one row but 2 columns. So it will be something like this, A, B. For multiplication, we have to multiply the whole row with the whole column. So whole row multiply with the whole columns here. 2 multiply with O plus 1 over 3 multiply with negative 6. Then next, the whole row multiply with the whole column, the second column here. So it will be 2 multiply with negative 4 plus 1 over 3 multiply with 9. So you can see when I'm doing multiplication, I multiply the first element from row to first element in the column, plus the second element in row, multiply with second element of the column. That's how you do multiplication. First element multiply with first element, second element multiply with second element, and you add them up. So the answer will be negative 2 here and negative 8 plus 3. So the answer, the final answer will be A. Next is also a multiplication problem. So we have a 2 by 2 multiplied with a 2 by 1. So the final answer will be a 2 by 1 matrix. So which is something like this, 2 rows, 1 column. So let's do the multiplication first. Remember, row multiply with the column, first element with the first element. So we have 6 multiplied with negative 3 plus second element with second element. And now we have to change to second row. So you can see you are now taking a second row multiplied with the first column. So the position of this multiplication will be 2, 1, which is here. So we have 4 multiplied with negative 3 plus 3 multiplied with 6. So we got negative 18 plus 6, negative 12 plus 18. And the final will be negative 12 and 6. And the question says this will be equal to 1 over 2m multiplied with 24 negative 12. So we write the equation. Negative 12, 6 will be equal to 1 over 2m multiplied with 24 negative 12. So let's do the multiplication of this into here first. So it will be 12 divided by m and negative 6 divided by m. Then we compare elements with the same position. So negative 12 compared with 12 over m. Negative 12 equal to 12 over m. So move the m to the left hand side and move the negative 12 to right hand side. It will then become negative 1. So the m will be equal to negative 1 and the answer will be donkey. Next, so this is a two linear equation problem. So remind yourself ax equal to b and x equal to inverse of a multiplied with b. So the a will be 8, 3, negative 3, negative 2, which are the constant number here lah. Then we write the m and n. Then the b will be 4 and negative 5. And your mm will be equal to inverse of 8, 3, negative 2, multiply with 4, negative 5. And don't forget the formula of the inverse matrix, 1 over AD minus BC, swap position of AD and negative B, negative C. So for this will be 1 over AD, remember across, so 8 multiplied with negative 2 minus B multiplied with C. And then you swap the position of AD and negative B, negative C. So because the original C is already a negative 3, when you negative a negative 3, you become a positive 3 here. Then don't forget the 4 and negative 5. And it then become 1 over negative 16 minus negative 9. And you do multiplication of these two matrices. Negative 2 multiplied with 4 plus negative 3 multiplied with negative 5. So first element times first element, second multiplied with second. Same goes for the second row, 3 and 8. So 3 multiplied with 4 plus 8 multiplied with negative 5. And you got the answer will be 1 over negative 7, 7 and negative 28. Then you multiply this 1 over negative 7 into the matrix and you got the answer negative 1 and 4. M will be equal to negative 1 and n equal to 4. So you need to write this down. M equal to negative 1 and n equal to 4. Alright, last question. So this is also a two linear equation problem, but that it didn't show you what are the equations and you have to write it down yourself. So let's analyze the question. We have green and red tin in large and small tin, and the large tin is selling for RMX and small tin is selling at RMY. So the number of tins sold per day will be in this table. We know for green, we sold 2 large tins and 1 small tin. And for red, we sold 4 large and 3 small. And the total sale of the green is 28, red is 68. So we know for green, it will be 2x plus 1y equal to 28. So you can just write y, you don't need to write the 1 is fine. So 2x plus y equal to 28. So why we write the equation in this way? Because we already know the large one is x and the small is y. So large is x, small is y, and the total sales is 28 here. So same goes for the red one. It will be 4x plus 3y equal to 68. So now you have two equations here. So let me rewrite them together. So we put it here and here. And remember, ax equal to b and x equal to inverse a multiplied with b. So let's write the matrix down. 2, 1, 4, 3, xy equal to 28, 68. And your xy will be equal to inverse of this multiply with 28, 68. And remember the inverse formula, 1 over 80 minus BC, and change the position of A and D, negative B, negative C. So let me move this to left hand side slightly. I have 28, 68 here. It will become 1 over 2 multiply with the matrix here. 3 multiply with 28 plus negative 1 multiply with 68. Negative 4 multiply with 28 plus 2 multiply with 68. And I got 1 over 2, 16 and 24. So the answer will be 8 and 12. So we know x will be equal to 8 and then y equal to 12. So x equal to 8 and y equal to 12. So that's the answer. And that's all for today. We have completed these math exercises together step by step. Now it's your turn to try. I have put a link to this question in the description box, so try it out if you can solve these exercises on your own. Remember, practice is the key to mastering math. Keep challenging yourself with more exercises and watch your skill grow. Don't forget to subscribe to Do Maths with me for more math exercises. Keep up the great work, keep learning, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye!